Hi beautiful people, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining today. If this is your first time here, please do not forget subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you turn on the notification bell so that when I post the next video, you should be the first to watch. Thank you so much for understanding. For my returning subscribers, you are highly welcome. My name is Milton Fonkwa for those who don't know me yet. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about studies in Belgium and I want to bring out some information that you need to know which can guide you enough to study in Belgium. However, as an international student who wants to migrate to this big country in the European Union, you should be aware that it is going to be somehow competitive because not just you alone, but other international students are equally applying to study in Belgium. The first thing you need to do is to do more research to know what type of universities are available in Belgium. When you do the research and you know the universities you are applying to, maybe you want to go to the University of Brussels, maybe you want to go to Ghent University, maybe you want to take KU Leuven, there are other universities like Hasselt University. Then when you make a choice from there, it is now time for you to select a program. Remember, you are selecting the program based on the university and based on so many important factors. The first factor is probably the tuition fee is somehow cheap or affordable in terms of what you are looking for. Another factor that you may be looking in order to study in Belgium is the city in which the university is. Maybe you have just decided to go to Brussels, maybe you have just decided to study in Ghent. It all depends on you. When you have checked all those factors, now you go into the program detailedly. You are now checking the program to see what are the requirements that you need in order to study the program. For example, if you want to study in Belgium, you should know that programs vary, or let's say requirements vary from program to program. For example, someone wants to study a master's degree in civil engineering may have different requirements from you that wants to study a bachelor's in philosophy, and that is how it goes. But again, common requirements for you to study in Belgium include: one, your international passport. I have always said that if you must study in Europe, you should make sure that your international passport is affordable. What I mean by affordable is it should be ready for you to submit when you're using your online application, because if you don't use a passport to submit your online application, most of the times if you don't have the passport, it is going to be very difficult for you. Another requirement is if you are applying for a bachelor's degree, you need your WAEC certificate if you are a Nigerian. You need your ordinary levels, your advanced level, your baccalaureate, your probatoire and baccalaureate examinations if you are a Cameroonian. If you are going for PhD, you equally need your bachelor's degree, your master's degree, your high school documents to apply for the PhD program. All right. Now, it all depends on the country you are coming from. That is going to determine if you need the English proficiency test or not. If you are a Nigerian, you may not probably need the English proficiency test alongside maybe Ghanaians, but if you are coming from Cameroon, they may ask you to submit, the university may ask you to submit your English proficiency test, which is the IELTS or the TOEFL score. For those who don't know, IELTS is International English Language Testing System, all right? Then for those who don't know, the TOEFL is test of English as a foreign language. I have a lot of subscribers who are contacting me about the IELTS exam. If you want to register for IELTS, go online. If you are in Nigeria, type IELTS Nigeria and click the first link that opens, all right? And make sure the link you are clicking is the link that belongs to the British Council. If you're in Cameroon, type IELTS Cameroon and you click the first link that belongs to the British Council. Everything is there. You choose academics, because if you are going for academic purpose, you need to take but IELTS academic. Don't go for general IELTS. General IELTS is for those who are going for maybe visits or maybe employment purposes. You understand what I mean? Now, when you have this IELTS score, it's going to give you an upper hand to go into Belgian universities. There are a lot of universities in Belgium, but the easiest one I always tell international students to look into, because of two factors. One, a variety of different programs available to select from, and two, the affordable tuition fee, which is even almost free in one. The two universities include Ghent University and KU Leuven. At Ghent University, international students can pay maximum 900 or 1,000 euros. Let's just put it at 1,000 euros because some programs have a little increase. Most of the programs cost 980 euros, 990 euros, but at KU Leuven you are going to be paying around 1,250, 1,290 to 1,300 euros for most programs. All right, so these are some of the affordable universities in Belgium I know. As well, in the University of Hasselt, you can equally study for maybe less than 1,500 euros. I have a video on my YouTube channel which is going to help you. So these are some of the cheapest schools I always emphasize for international students to look into when it comes to study in Belgium. Right now, I don't know if it is still easy for you to apply to Ghent University, but remember, I have always said that Ghent University don't accept third class students. If you are going in for master's degree and your bachelor's was third class or second class lower, don't go to Ghent University. It will be difficult for them to accept you into their degree programs. This is because there is a lot of competition and most of these departments have a higher intake. That is to say, their standard to accept students is somehow higher and the competition is high because the tuition fee is low. You understand? A lot of people want to go in there because of the smaller amounts of tuition fee, and they don't take too many students in class. So that is what I usually tell people for Ghent University. It is also free application. You now understand. Now for KU Leuven may not be free in terms of application fee. And of course, you should verify all these things. And remember, when you are applying for KU Leuven, you should put into mind that there are about 16 faculties, all right? And faculties include the Faculty of Science, the Faculty of Social Sciences, and of course, the Faculty of Law, the Faculty of Arts, the Faculty of Theology and Religion, and so many other faculties. All in total, there are about 16 of them. When you go to a particular faculty, click the faculty. When you click the faculty, you are going to notice that they have about 6 to 7 different fields of studies. People who can study a bachelor's program, people who can study a master's degree program, people who can study advanced masters, people who can study a PhD program, and all of these are broken down in terms of faculties and, of course, department or maybe program level. I hope you understand. Then if you are looking for a bachelor's program now, let's assume that you go to the Faculty of Social Sciences at KU Leuven or at the University of KU Leuven in Belgium. Then you want to study something that relates to geography, maybe law or something. All right, that is just an assumption. You click the Faculty of Social Sciences, you are going to realize that there are bachelor's program, masters, advanced masters, up to the point of non-degree and honors programs. Now, if you are looking for masters, you now click master's degree and a list of all the master's degree will open, including geology. You check the admissions requirements, you check the tuition fee. Like I told you, different tuition fee varies from different programs as well, all right? Then remember, there are two sets of students. Students who obtain their degrees in institution in the Flemish community and students who obtain their degrees in institution in non-Flemish community. It is now your duty to verify which is the Flemish community and which is the non-Flemish community. After that, you check the tuition fee, you check the admission requirements, then you apply for a program. Remember, the application deadline is very important and the documents you are submitting is very important. If you ask my opinion, I will tell you that do legalization of your document. First of all, do authentication of the documents. Then you do legalization of the same documents before you apply to universities in Belgium. Because if your documents do not pass through the Belgian embassy to be legalized before you apply to Ghent University, as I know, your file will be rejected immediately. So please, you have to pay attention to all these details to know what you are doing. And again, remember that still at KU Leuven, there are Flemish courses, there are French courses, there are Espanol courses. All right. Then when you apply, you have to wait up to the application deadline, the final deadline in which the program is going to decide they are going to admit students. When they check your program and you meet the qualification, they are going to admit you. Like I said, check the application fee, check the application period, check the requirements before you launch an application. If your file is okay, they are going to accept you into the program. Now, after acceptance into the program, what are you going to do? Before I speak further, please, you cannot move with your spouse to Belgium if you are a bachelor's degree student and on the first go, but later on they can join you in when you are already legal in Belgium. Now, going further, you have to apply for a visa after acceptance. And where do you start the visa application from? From the Belgian embassy. And for those in Cameroon, you have to go through the TLS contact. And for you to apply for the visa, your documents must be legalized. Cameroonians, you must take your documents to the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, all right, your educational documents, especially from the University of Boya, take them to UB, certify them, then carry them to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the same educational documents alongside your birth certificate, police character, and other documents. You have to verify all these details on the Belgian embassy website in Yaoundé. Then after that, you go to the TLS contact, you do the other things, you pay your visa application fee, you register, and you give them your documents and the other things and your passport. This is how the process works. But remember, you equally need a medical insurance, and for you to do the medical certificate, there is a doctor assigned to you. All right. If you go to the Belgian embassy website, you are going to see all these details. There are various doctors in, I think, two of most populated cities in Cameroon, Douala and Yaoundé. For Nigerians, for Ghanaians, those applying for Belgian student visas, the procedures may not be the same, but I think it's almost the same with the documents and the legalization procedures. So you have to check all of these and make sure that you are on track. Please, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. My name is Milton Fonkwa. For those who are watching me from far away places which I don't know, thank you so much. And please keep watching and sharing the content. I will be talking about more universities that are open in the days ahead. And please do not miss out on any episode. All right, these are not the only universities in Belgium. I'm just laying emphasis on this. I have a video on this channel about Hasselt University. There are other schools in Brussels. There are other schools in small cities in Belgium. Always target the smaller cities because bigger cities are somehow being chased by a lot of international students and the competition becomes very high. So I would suggest you always go through the smaller cities so that you increase your chance of going into the academic programs. I hope this video will help you. Remember, there are documents for you to apply for the visa. Like I just mentioned, there are documents for you to apply for admissions. And of course, application deadlines and all those other details are very, very important. Please check all these details to make sure that you are okay and book your appointment. There are some schools, if you don't legalize your documents, you will not get acceptance into these schools. And you must check, it is your duty to check all this before you even apply to the universities, because don't waste your time and application fee applying to schools that will not accept you, all right? Please pay attention to all the details and see you in Belgium in some years to come. Till we meet again in another video.